Man counted the cans. There were 17 left. This was his third year living in the storeroom of an abandoned supermarket. Outside, the world was terrifyingly quiet, just the occasional sound of wind and the cries of some unknown animal. Every day at 6 a.m., the man woke up on schedule. He checked every entrance to the storeroom. When the zombie outbreak had started 3 years ago, he had happened to be working the night shift here. When the first infected appeared, the heavy metal roll-down door had saved his life. Today, like every other day, the man put on a mask and gloves. He picked up his homemade sphere and headed for the small stream out back to collect water. Before leaving, he instinctively glanced at the calendar he'd drawn on the wall in chalk. March 17th. The man hadn't spoken to another person in 3 years. On his way to the stream, the man noticed some unusual signs. There were fresh footprints in the mud, not animal tracks. His heart started pounding. His palms began to sweat. It looked like someone had been here and close by. The man immediately went on alert. He hid behind a fallen tree and scanned his surroundings. Over the past 3 years, he had seen too many instances of people killing each other for food and water. The last time he'd seen another living person was a year ago. That guy had tried to steal his supplies, and the man had been forced to kill him. Suddenly, in the distance, the sound of metal clanging broke the silence. The man held his breath and slowly moved toward the source of the noise. At an abandoned gas station, he spotted a small figure rummaging through the trash bins. It was a woman. She looked about 30, much cleaner than anyone he remembered from before. She seemed to sense something, spun around sharply, and gripped a rusted pair of scissors. She'd noticed someone was there. The man hesitated for a moment, then stepped out slowly. He set his spear on the ground to show he meant no harm. For the first time in 3 years, he spoke. His voice sounded so foreign it barely felt like his own. She watched him warily and didn't let her guard down. After confirming he was alone, she explained that 6 months earlier, she had gotten separated from her group. Her eyes clearly dimmed as she talked about it. The two stood about 5 meters apart, the safest distance in this post-apocalyptic world. The sun had started to set, and the man knew how dangerous the night could be. So he told her he had food and a safe place to stay, and offered to share them with her. She seemed tempted. Why? She asked. The man thought for a moment and gave her the simplest answer he could think of. It's too quiet. The woman smiled. It was the most beautiful thing the man had seen in 3 years. When she slipped the scissors into her pocket, he knew something new had begun. They walked back to the storeroom side by side. Their shadows stretched long in the setting sun. Two souls started keeping each other company.